big one tonight, though, in the association. Two teams with a combined record of 21-6. The Warriors visit the Brooklyn Nets. Here are some storylines. If you like scoring, you're in luck because Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, number 1 and number 2 in points per game, respectively, this season. KD, by the way, 7 games of 30 or more points. That is tops in the league. And the teams they represent could already be on a collision course for the NBA Finals. I know it's early, but hey, never too early, right? Nets are the title favorites. Warriors have the 3rd highest odds with only the Lakers separating them. And they have those odds for good reason, as the Warriors are red hot. The only team with 11 wins in the league and a league leading 115 points per game. But you can't sleep on the Nets. They began 2-3. They've gone 8-1 over the last 9. The only loss coming to a very talented Chicago team, and it was in the Windy City. So let's say hello now to ESPN NBA analyst JJ Redick, finally joining us live here in the Noon SportsCenter. So good to have you here, JJ, and I want to hone in on Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant, former teammates, of course, in Golden State, won 2 titles together, both future Hall of Famers. That said, they are playing on very different teams. So in your mind, who's in a better position to win a title this season? Is it Stephen or is it Kevin?
I think it's Steph this year for a number of reasons. First of all, they've been the best team in basketball so far. This team is eerily reminiscent of the 2015 and 2016 Warriors teams. A deep bench, tons of ball movement, an elite offense, an elite defense. Now, my answer may change on this if Kyrie Irving plays basketball this season for the Brooklyn Nets. But I would expect these two teams to be neck and neck for best record in the league, and Steph and KD to be neck and neck for MVP all season. I
mean, listen, as fans, I think a lot of people would certainly hope that, right? But you're going with the Warriors right now, with Stephen, I guess, even though survey says out in Vegas that the Nets right now have the better chances. Yeah. But we got a lot of basketball left to be played. How about this? A lot of basketball. A lot. Who do you want to have the ball in their hands in the 4th quarter?
This is so hard to choose between these two guys. I'm going to say Kevin Durant. And the reason is his size and skill set is unlike anything we've seen in the NBA. He can get to a spot and create great offense on his own. Steph, by the way, there's a narrative that he's not a clutch player. He's made a ton of clutch shots. He's had multiple seasons in his NBA career where he has been statistically the most clutch player in the NBA. It's a very hard choice, but I got to go with KD.
And you know what? Either one, it's a win-win, right? I think you're going to take either one of those guys in your team. By the way, this is interesting as far as game-winning buzzer beaters. As the clock strikes 0, KD has 3 in his career, and Stephen Curry actually doesn't have any, which I find shocking. But again, he's had so many clutch shots, more for us to even go through right now. All right, last one. Who is more difficult to game plan against, in your opinion, JJ?
This is actually the easiest. This is the easiest question you've asked me. Kevin is actually easier to game plan because there isn't a game plan for him. He can just get to his spot and shoot over you. He can make any pass out of a double team. Steph is more challenging because there's so many different ways you can play his pick and rolls, and then because of the heightened awareness of his off-ball movement, whether that's coming out of timeouts, flare screens, as we see here with Draymond hitting him on a flare screen. They run so much stuff for Steph that you always have to be aware of where he is and aware of where the screener is.
JJ, real quick, any moments in your years trying to defend Stephen Curry that stand out to you?
You know, the last time I really guarded him was my last year in Philly, and I got caught on an island late in the 4th quarter, and he just drove past me for a layup. And that was my lasting memory of Steph.
I mean, there's really nothing anybody has been able to do, not just JJ Redick. By the way, reminder to everybody, KD won the MVP 2014. Stephen won it in 15 and 16. We truly are watching greatness, and I hope people remember that as we get set for tonight's game.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.